Welcome to Marty's Toy Box, where we discuss, unbox, and review wrestling memorabilia. For today's video, we're going to be comparing a $10 belt versus a $330 belt. And as you can see right away, the size comparison between these two is crazy. So we're going to start off with the $10 one first. Now, the Undisputed belt was introduced in April 1st of 2002 on Raw. Ric Flair tried to give it to Triple H, but the ceremony for it was interrupted by The Undertaker. Starting off, this is probably the only foam belt that it has that the foam on the sides has survived. The rest of them has holes in it somewhere, but this one does have a cracked plate right there. And I grew up with this title, so that's why you see Dolph Ziggler in very, very bad handwriting. As you can see, it's got very good detail. Let's zoom in right here on the world right there. You can see that the plate's kind of like the same design that the replica is for that $330. And also this one is so worn. You can see the different paints here. This is like the outside one. This is what they painted over. But pretty much this foam is very, very cheap, and the plastic is very, very bad, as you can hear, and also it cracks very easily. But the plastic, though, is kind of thick, as you can see right there, which is very good for its time. But, alright, so let's flip it over to the back. Now, I'm sorry for the back. The back's very dirty, as you can see right there. Let's ignore that. But they had these very plastic screws that just hardly held the plates on for the belt. There's nothing really to see back here besides some dirt, of course. I think there is writing right here. It's very cool to see that they've kept the writing from all the way from the foam belts all the way up to the replica belt. Now, as you can see on the back here, this belt was made in 2002 by Jax, and it was also made in China. What makes this different from the replica today is the replicas on the back side says what title it is, but this one doesn't. Moving on over to the replica Undisputed title, this belt is much bigger in size and has lots more detail compared to the foam title, as you can see. And also, as you can see, the world kind of pops out right there. And also, this one does not have any Sharpie written on the nameplate. It's about laid out. I would say it's probably about 3 times the size that the foam belt is. And the foam belt has 2 side plates on each side, and this one has 2 here and 3 here. And the attention to detail on the side plates are amazing. And also, these 2 are the same that this side is. I don't know why the third one is not on this side, but hey, who knows? But the attention to detail on this is massive. This belt is such a beautiful belt. I am very happy to have this in my collection. Also, the detail behind the nameplate is so cool. It's so much better compared to the foam belt. It doesn't really connect anywhere. Like, this one has the buttons on it, of course, and the very, very nice leather compared to the terrible foam. But this one is over 18 years older than the foam belt, so that's why it has evolved over time. But just comparing the two, this one's definitely the better choice. Although it is a hefty price, it's such a better one to have in your collection. If you look closely right here, they have the WWE logo stamped all over the leather, and the foam one does not have any stamps or markings on the foam itself. If you just look closer right here, this detail that they do on these belts are amazing, and it's only evolving. I cannot wait to see what the belts are like 10 years from now. For looks and quality, the best choice is definitely the replica Undisputed title. But this belt has a special place in my heart because I grew up with this title, and I grew up with all the foam titles throughout my childhood. You can even see I play with this so much. It's all cracked everywhere. I even wrote Dolph Ziggler on it. Why? I don't know. I was just a kid growing up. This one will always have a special place in my heart. And this one will probably look terrible to compare in 10 years. All in all, if you are looking to purchase your first belt, I would not go with the foam belts or anything less than the replicas, because I have one of each, and the replica is the best thing you could possibly get compared to anything else. Collecting is all about nostalgia, so you may not like this because of how expensive it is and how advanced it is compared to this one. And this one was only $10 back then, and this one holds such a better place in people's hearts because they grew up with this title, playing with this title. You don't really play with replicas nowadays, Anyways, I hope you all did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.